The opportunity to work in Super League at last, and also the chance to pair up with Peter Fox again, who was my coach at Bradford in my playing days.
Shane McNally, assistant coach here to Peter Rowe down the Wildcats. You've come over from Australia, been involved with Queensland and the Northern Territories. How did you hear about the job over here?
Oh, my wife and I had been intending to come over anyway, and I was trying to combine both things and get a coaching position over here or in development. And I'd been busily sending my resume around and bringing people up, and known Peter for quite some time, and when he was offered the position here, he gave me a call and asked me if I'd like to come over and be his assistant, so I jumped at it.
I don't know if my tactics will be any different from anybody else's. I've looked at tapes. I've looked at last year's tapes, but obviously I've not looked any further back than 12 months behind.
We touched with talking to Peter about all the new signings come over. Quite a lot of new faces, makes it difficult to gel, but everything seems to be going to plan, yeah?
Yeah, at this stage, it'd be nice to have a few more warm-up games, but I think that the personality of the players, that they're all good team players and they're keen to work with each other, so I don't think that'll be a problem. It'll obviously take a few games to get all the combinations out right and to get over a few injury problems we've got, but I think it'll work out well.
3 signings were brought from Australia: Damon Keating, Troy Slattery and Nathan Wood. All arrived now. Are they gelling into the team well?
Well, they've only been here for a week, but at this time that we speak, so most of them are struggling from a bit of weariness, jet lag and things like that. But all 3 good lads, 3 nice lads. The interaction between them and the other players has been very good, which is always a good sign, I think. We've done worked on 1 or 2 combinations out in the field. We've done a game preparation plan in preparation for the Leeds fixture, and they've all fitted in very well, especially Nathan Wood, who would maybe be the one that you think might struggle because he's a half-back, be involved in all the plays. He fell into it straight away, and if Nathan, like any player, can stay clear of injuries, I'm quite convinced that he will become a real crowd favourite at Wakefield Trinity Broadway.
Good tackling on David Wrench. So to Tabor acting half, onto Nathan Wood. Wood onto Paul Jackson. Good tackle on Jackson. Nathan Wood onto Broadbent, back to Wood. Wood juggles with it, but he puts it over to Brad Davis. Davis looking for Tabor. Tabor running the angle. Just can't get the ball away. Pointer with a good covering tackle. Tiger Hanforth, has he got his drop? No, he's got it! Tiger Hanforth scored.
He's replaced by number 17, John Roos.
No, it's number 9, Gareth Dobson, that's gone off. It's a blood bin for the Eagles, just been confirmed. John Bruce, the man who's replaced him. So Ian Knott picks himself up and plays the ball. Tiger Hanforth going to the short side. Chris Tassel makes the break. Tabor's in. Tabor's in the corner. Paul Jackson. Hanforth again using this blind side. Big Chris Feather. That's back to Hanforth. That was good play. Neil Law. Neil Law's going to be in. Neil Law, bang on 30 minutes. Gets the 3rd try of the afternoon for the Wildcats. Paul Jackson. Tackled by Kershaw. Davis. Cut out pass there to Jamie Field. Jamie Field tries to hook the ball back, and it's picked up by Graham Law. Well, it looks like Graham Law on the field. Yeah, it is Graham Law, and it's Tabor onto Tassel. Tassel back inside to Graham Law again. And that's Jamie Field that's in. Good try for Jamie Field. And the game's, to be said, coming towards the end of the 3rd quarter, has lost quite a bit of the sparkle that it had in the first half. Typical cup tie, both sides playing a little bit cagey. And that's what we want. There's a nice break from Ben Westwood. I'm just saying that we lost the sparkle. Ben Westwood makes the break, and on 58 minutes scores in the corner. Ian Knott onto Chris Feather. Feather just ankle tapped, managed to get up, looking round somebody to pass to, still makes another 10 metres or so. Ian Knott round the corner, that's a good ball. Chris Tassel in the corner. 62 minutes, Chris Tassel, one of the new signings, signed from Salford City Reds. Brad Davis going off, and I think he's been replaced by David Wrench, so there's substitutes are plenty. It's going to be a try. Try by the Eagles.
It's a vital 10 minutes now before half-time. 40 minutes the first half. We're at the 30-minute mark. Which team's going to utilise this last 10 minutes and go in with the upper hand at half-time? It'll be a very psychological boast for whoever can do it.
It can only get better. There are some games with no tries that are absolute classics. This is anything but at the moment, but just signs here at the moment that things are beginning to tip for both sides. That's a good kick as well. Oh, and it's taken well by Westwood, who will score. The beneficiary. Or is he? The square's in the air.
Just check the validity of that, make sure there was no knock-on or anything in these was onside.
Well, was there a knock-on?
Well, Steve doesn't think there's a problem. I don't think there's a problem. The Wakefield player contested the ball. The witness players weren't impeded. No, the ball's gone back towards the Wakefield player. He's on an onside position. It's an error by witness as they contested the ball in the air, and it's a fair try. Everything was sweet there. We'll probably go to check and see that they were onside from the kick.
With Huddersfield last season, Troy Stowe. Carter's ball. A little shrug off by Hughes, and he's got his winger away. Here's Percival now. It has support as well. It's simply the pass, and Cantillon will race away. It is the most enterprising moment we've seen of the game. It is certainly the highlight of the match so far, and it puts Widnes right back. Here's a try forward from Ellis. If they score, that will put the issue beyond any doubt. And they're very close to doing that at the moment. Here's Davis again. Oh, a little step off the left foot and then the right, but the defence quickly recovered. Yard away. One tackle to come. Back to Nathan Wood. Sweeps it long. It's a drive and it's a score. And Ian Knott has surely taken his side into the last 8 of the Challenge Cup.
Nathan Wood round the ankles and Gareth Ellis over the top. Mitch Healy. Kick over into the corner, Sowatabua chasing, Sowatabua, I'm going to say Sowatabua as well, there's going to be a try there for Richard Gay. Sowatabua committed himself, the cast man came up in front. By Chris Feather, who's on the field. Johnson's going to be in the corner. Spinning the ball out, going to be there. Davis loses the ball, but it comes back out to Sowatabua, picks up the loose ball, dumps the ball out. Slattery, 5th tackle. Little kick through from Tiger Hanforth, and that's a score for the Wildcats. Was that Martin Holland? I think Martin Holland getting the touchdown. Hanforth pointing the way to go. Graham Law is under the sticks. The referee having a word with the in-goal judge. The referee's not going to give the try. Getting a double movement. No cast just inside the Wildcats half. Giving the ball a little bit of air. Danny Orr jinks one way then the next, and he's got 3 players with him. Wayne Bartram in. Had a good choice there. Paul Hanforth picked up on the bounce by Tassel, well picked up by the centre. It's a long ball out to Ian Knott. And that's a better ball to Neil Law. That's going to be a try. It's over on the far touch line. Clinch. A kick over here for number 14, Callum Halpenny. The ball bobs about. Is that going to be a try? I think the referee is looking for any infringements, but that's a try given to Stuart Donlan with only a minute of the match played. Gareth Ellis looking to take his place back in the defensive line. And Halifax spread the ball out. There's a big gap again. There's Beckett comes back in. It's on to McMenemy. McMenemy to Carl Hammond. What a wonderful team try to the Halifax Blue Sox. Just got to settle it down. Paul Broadbent tacked in half. Is he going to go from dummy half? Looks like it. And he's over, but he's held up. You could see what Paul Broadbent was going to do. He's got himself lined up acting half. So it'll be the scrum on the 10 with the head and feet of the Wildcats. So this is the pressure on the Halifax line. The Halifax defence will do well to stand up to all this. Broadbent feigns the pass. The ball went backwards, bounced off Gareth Ellis and went back. And he's in, Paul Hanford's in. Good little run in from the hooker. Ian Knott. That's on to Hockey, Tommy Hockey. Jamie Field acting half, spins the ball out to Nathan Wood, spins it out to Broadbent. There's a big gap on the side. That's going to be a try, surely. That is a try. Johnny Lawless. That's a good ball to Stuart Donlan and a good dummy to the winger. Ian Knott sees a gap. Ian Knott's on his way. Has Ian Knott got the legs? No, he hasn't, but number 3, Chris Tassel has. And that's a try on about 18.5 minutes of the second half. Chris Tassel. Paul Hanford. Beckett's going to be in. 12 metres out with 6 to go. Jamie Field on the first charge. Going to the short side. Ben Westwood. It's out to Davies. Paul Broadbent has to stop and take it. The Wildcats with all the pressure at the moment. Davies running into the angle. Brings it in, not back in. Ian Knott's over the line. Ian Knott not been awarded the try yet. The referee going to the big screen. Well, he was right on the spot. I don't know what he's going to ask for, but the referee was only about 2 metres away. Alka sees a little gap, and that's going to be under the sticks for Jason Nicol. Little run from dummy half for Malcolm Alka. 11 minutes on the clock. Ian Knott. Paul Jackson. Tackle around the ankles there by Jason Nicol. Going to the short side, loading the short side up with Slattery. Slattery's over! What a try on 17 minutes. Troy Slattery bounces over. That's a good try from the Aussie. He deserves that. His work rate's been good. Oh, Watson in a big space. And that's going to be Nick Pinkney who's in the corner. The tackling. Keeping Salford at bay. Alka, down to Watson, Polaroid. And that's further on to the winger Nick Pinkney for his second try. And again, another try from a controversial refereeing decision, but I always saw something in the tackle. Well, the scrum all broken up. They were all offside from the scrum, and the referee's given it. Surely that must have come from the fourth official, because he looked like he was going to allow play on. And that's under the sticks. That's a good ball and a good try. But the referee's going for the screen. Ball spun out to Davies, onto Tommy Hockey. Tommy Hockey just running at the arc. Tommy Hockey breaks free. Tommy Hockey's got Matty Ray. On goes to the inside. The ball bounces off a Salford player. Sholak play on. Summer-Taboa. Summer-Taboa scores under the sticks. Quick play of the ball, and Nathan Wood's on his way. Nathan Wood hooks the ball out to big Chris Feather. Chris Feather's over. Oh, he's not over. It looked like it was over the line, but it's still on. And the referee's gone for the screen again. It looks like Nathan Wood, but the referee calling for the video ref's assistance. And it's no try. Hand over because it was the last tackle. And Broadbent slips. That's a good ball to Ben Westwood. Westwood trying to go on the outside. Westwood's in! Westwood's going to score! Ben Westwood, what a try! 2 minutes of normal time remaining. Ben Westwood surely has sealed the 2 points for the Wildcats.
Eaton to Carter, slips it inside, Frames going for the line, gets the ball back, Carter flicks it out again, Hughes picks up, must be a try in the corner, Adam Hughes scores for the Vikings. Obviously not. They feel that they can break down this Widnes defence. Nathan Wood at half-back goes over himself, and a great tackle. Is he on his back? He is on his back. Well, that was a try-saving tackle. Strong. Nathan Wood is at the hub of everything. Long ball out, it's a great ball. Two-man overlap. Great defence by the Vikings. Oh, that is fantastic tackling. And Wood again teases the Widnes defence. They've got an overlap on the outside, and he's in. That's a great try by Tassel. Well, been screaming for the ball in the last set of 6. Carter, flat ball to Hughes. Great chance for Hughes. He's going for the line. He's got Cantor on. The Vikings have scored. Oh, Steve Carter. About to be honest, but I'm sure he'd call Dan Potter Harry Potter, but you don't need Harry Potter now because you've got Steve McCurry. sprinting under the sticks. Well, from one witness hooker to an ex-witness hooker, made the right decision there. There's claims of an elbow off Troy Slattery. Lovely tip over the top. Well, it's into no man's land, and Potter's chasing it. He picks up, and he scores in the corner. Slattery, oh well, it was a nice idea. That was a chance. Well, Hughes, he was caught against St Helens, but St Helens have got no one fast enough to catch him now. There he is in possession, that's a better ball. Good support on Wood, he's going to get through, a great tackle. And another great tackle, but he gets over the line. Well, it was a great tackle by Weston, but Wood gets the ball out well. And the try is given. To be honest, can't identify the Wakefield player.
James Lowe's acting half comes to the left. Paul Deacon, you see onto Mike Forshaw, ex-captain of the Wildcats, gets the ball out to Lee Radford. Radford, a little chip over, runs into Paul Broadbent, a kick forward, and that's going to be a chase to the line. And that is a touchdown by Nathan McAvoy with just a minute on the clock. Some good tackling on this big Bradford pack. And Paul Deacon. And that's a loose ball. Picked up by Leon Price, and Price gets away, managed to get the ball back out to Paul Deacon. And Vinocola is in open space, jinks around David Wrench. Jinks away past Martin Holland. And Paul Broadbent just going to cut the angle down. Big fella, loading up the short side, and then again the Bulls. Paul Hanford acting half onto Law. Graham Law brings Broadbent back in. The ball spun out to Hanford, a long pass out to David March, back inside, Paul Jackson. And that was a good last-ditch tackle on Paul Jackson. And that was Leon Price. That's Graham Law! Graham Law's in for the score. Deacon out to Price. Price chinks back inside. And Price is going to be in the corner. Good turn of speed from Leon Price in Holland. Not a lot get past the Wildcats fullback. Costin sees a gap, and Costin just goes through. Brandon Costin, signed from the Huddersfield Giants, just actually goes through an enormous gap in the Wildcats defence. Deacon, Nathan McAvoy, he's tackled by Martin Holland. He got over the line with Martin Holland all over him. Paul Hanford, Paul Broadbent. Barlow, Hanford, jinks off that right foot, sees the gap. Paul Hanford's got over, the referee says he has. Jinked off that right foot, just looked like he was going to run the angle. With only 2 minutes to go, the Wildcats get the second try of the afternoon. That's a well-worked move. Nathan Wood jinks one way then the next. And he's got Graham Law in support, and Graham Law just cut down the good tackle from Paul Mackay. But then the try scored from the play of the ball. And just let him down, the ball bouncing forward. And that's going to be a score in the corner. And Sid Domick, the centre. Slattery onto Broadbent, back to Nathan Wood. Line ball from Nathan Wood, the tackle already been made. On Ben Westwood has received the ball. March strains it up. March is in space. Which way is he going to go? The ball to Nathan Wood. Nathan Wood's under the sticks. Excellent backing up from Nathan Wood. He had a player on his right hand side, Paul March, but chose to pass to Nathan Wood. It's Paul Jackson, who's getting caught around the ankles. Nathan Wood on a hat-trick. David March breaks through again. He's certainly cutting holes in the defence, David March and Nathan Wood. And that's a good ball too, Gareth Ellis. Ellis goes himself. What a good try from Gareth Ellis. Left Lee Braceford dead, right on 41 minutes. Action Slattery. Rodwell. That's going to be a try in this opening 2 minutes. Not Paul March, David March. Get me Marches mixed up. It's a high kick taken well by Breers. The ball comes loose, picked up by David March. And that's going to be a try. Was that Martin Moana on his debut? Fifth and last tackle. Little jink over, see there's no sweeper. The ball bounces nicely, and that's going to be for Rob Smythe. Rob Smythe's got speed. Fifth and last tackle. Not really knowing what to do with it. Burns kicks through, collects himself and scores. Sid Domick does well, but then Martin Holland does better. What an asset to this team Martin Holland is, and he gets the plaudits from all his teammates. Tagan for charges up. He's been having a pop at the touch judge all this second half at least. Lee Breers. Good tackle by Martin Holland, comes up with possession. Martin Holland! Martin Holland! Grounds a beautiful afternoon for the Wildcats. A personal triumph for himself. What a try-saving tackle. Rips the ball out 1-on-1 and charges over from 10 metres out.
Nathan Wood seems to be settling down here at Bellevue pretty well.
Yeah, mate, I'm enjoying my time here. Got a lot of good young blokes coming through, and it's good to get to give them a bit of advice when they're needing it. And like I said, there's a lot of experienced guys here that are a pleasure to play with too.
What was it like missing last week's match then, watching on the touchline?
Yeah, I'm not a real good spectator, mate. Just turning a few heads in the grandstand with me swearing and carrying on. But
Ian Knott, signed from Wellington Wolves. How's the season going so far, Ian?
I'm enjoying my rugby at the moment. You know, obviously some of the results haven't gone our way, but I think we're starting to play a lot better, and looking forward to the games to come.
How's the season going so far, Peter?
Oh, okay. I'm enjoying it. We've had a few injuries, and it's been a tough induction to Super League for me and for Shane and probably some of the players. But we've had 3 excellent wins, I think, against Super League opposition. Widnes in the Cup, Warrington and Salford. And we had a good game blooding some of the youngsters in against Bradford and again against Leeds in the Cup.
It must be said, David, that you made quite an impact in your comeback game against the Warrington Wolves. You must be happy where the game went for you.
Yeah, Warrington's a hard team to play against, but we got as far as going, and I'm glad with my performance. And also the partnership with Nathan Wood. I know it's early stages, but it does seem to be working well, and everybody seems to be quite pleased with it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing with Nathan. I've watched him play for the first 4 or 5 rounds with Paul Antwerp, and it seems to be going well, so I'm just glad that I'm playing with him.
Yeah.
That's a bit of road,
yeah.
Sixes and sevens now. Got to keep their line. Wide ball. Carroll on Adamson. Shorter numbers. Walker, Westwood at the corner to try for Leeds. Just need to play our sets out here. Jackson always takes it forward. Good run by Jackson. Looking for an offload. Great offload. Marchie into a break. Sidesteps. On to Big George. Go for the corner, George. Cummings just pulls him down. Good play, Wakey. Westwood himself. I think he's ruled a try, has he? He's looking at the touch judges. I think it's a try for Westwood. Good play, Wakey. The Leeds have to bring it out themselves. Oh, Pratt's gone through a massive hole. It's got Walker. Dutchie will get him. Come on, Dutchie. Oh, he's missed him. It's a try for Leeds. Wood at dummy half. March onto Wood. Puts a high kick. Good chase. Cummings underneath it. And good tackle. Good play, Wakefield. Now let's defend. Intercept! Big George scores! What was Walker doing? Down. Growing in confidence all the time. They're all offside there, Mr. Morris. Ellis, footwork again. Looks for the offload. Oh, it's play on. It's a knock on by Leeds. Play on, 6 to go. Feather. Go on, Big Chris. Oh, no. On Wood. Oh, it's he's ruled a forward pass. I don't believe it. Sheridan. On to Hay. Dummies goes himself. He's on the outside. Inside ball to Cummins. Well, I just think we were robbed back there. We've been absolutely robbed. Carroll comes away with the spoils. Great play by Woody. Oh, here goes Cummings. Come on, Dutchie. On to Walker. On to Walker again. I don't know about the pass. I'd like to see it again. Quick play the ball, March. On to Wood. Inside to Fez. It's hard to stop. If he gets an offload, we're in. Hey, it looks like he scored. He has scored. Fantastic. Great strength from the big fella. March at dummy half. Moana. On to Law. Inside ball to Feather. Still going. Hard to stop. Still going. Great run. Go on, Feather. Still going. Still going. It's a super try. What a try. Herman Munster. Quick play the ball, though. On to Walker. On to Poaching. Poaching through a big hole. Inside runners. There's a try. Burrow at acting half. Dangerous here. Wide ball, Walker. It's going to hit Carroll now. Inside ball with Poaching. Poaching. Inside ball to Burrow. Not going to get him. Woody trying hard, but too much pace.
David Wrench plays the ball. Keating. Nathan Wood, a scamping little run from acting half. Just caught by Retchless. Going to the short side. That's Moana! Moana! Davis, drop goal. Does he get the drop goal? He does, according to the referee. Davis. The Broncos just messing about the play of the ball. And big Chris Feather! Chris Feather just pushes one within this. Oh, Chris Feather scores a try! What a good try from Chris Feather! The big fella just looks round, bounces off another defender. It's Ben Westwood again. Again in on Moore. That's the ball stuck well. Kicks through for Dennis Moran. The ball bounces gloriously for Moran and brings the ball back out to Roy. And a forward pass. The referee's not going to wave the forward pass. It's just going to be a try. Moran. Certainly a hint of crossing at the referee. Going to give it to Michael Gillette. Out to Moran. Moran a little bit further out, and that's a good ball, but it's down the wing. It's back inside. The Broncos are going to score with Matt Toshak. And Toshak allowed to score almost under the sticks. Nathan Wood to the home side. Keating sees that gap again. Damon Keating just getting cut down. David March going himself. March is over. David March is in. The referee just looks at the touch judges, but happy to give the try. A tangle of bodies. Moana acting half. He gets it out to Nathan Wood. Jamie Field back on. Scott Cram just clamping the ball. Toshak there in the tackle. Nathan Wood. That's a good ball to Martin Holland. Martin Holland is over. No double movement. The defender had released him. Martin Holland gets the try. Steve Hall just didn't seem to want to get into top gear there. I think if he'd have put his foot on the gas, he might well have been in for the try. Tony Martin tackled. When the ball comes loose. Oh. Looked like the tackle was made, and the Wildcats are asking the referee. The touch judge has run through, so he's not shown anything. Well, he's going to give it to Dennis Moran, I think. Showing that it's passed out the back door. Well, bit of a contentious decision there. Broadbent caught really before he could even take proper control of that ball, but hooks the ball out nicely to Dave March. Dave March jinks off the left, jinks off the right, is there again. Jackson. Paul Jackson dumps the ball back out to Nathan Wood. Nathan Wood, it's back to Martin Holland. Martin Holland! Ben Westwood! Ben Westwood! What a try! And it's a good kick. Oh, and he just drifts out to the outside post. From here, that looked like it was going in.
3 minutes, that's all. 3 minutes. Keep it up.
Russell Smith blows the whistle and Paul Sculthorpe gets the game underway with a high hanging kick-off, and that's going to land straight in the arms of a Saints player. And that was a full-back Albert, Paul Sculthorpe, and a one-handed pass, and with barely 17 seconds on the clock, the try scored. Jamie Field just making sure he's covering the ball. Tommy Martin, that's a good ball to Paul Newellove. Newellove's in a big space, and Newellove passes on to the winger. Well, I thought that'd be a knock-on, but the referee says no, the ball loose. Chris Feather pushing towards them posts. Big frame of Chris Feather is over the line, but he's going to be held up, I think. The referee right on the spot. The referee says Chris Feather's held up. And the ball against the head, but don't often see that nowadays. Andrew through. That's out to Brad Davies. Davies hooks the ball out to Neil Law. The line is broken. Sculthorpe. What a ball to Tommy Martin on the inside. Tommy Martin. It's the ball out to Sean Hoppy.
During today's game against Saints, big scoreline against us. We certainly put the effort in. What do you think went wrong?
Oh, I think we're up against some class players. I think that, their expectation of offloading the ball in tackles, and when they make breaks, they convert them into points. We don't play with that same confidence, and obviously we don't have the class of players.
Jamie Field, pressure times down here at Wildcats, how are you feeling it?
Yeah, a little bit. It's a massive game for the boys and the club. I think what we need to do really is relax today, because I know the boys will definitely be up for it, and I think hopefully we'll go there and play. It's a normal game.
Neil Lowe just back from injury. Tell us a little bit about the injury, Neil.
Yeah, did it second game into league season, unfortunately, and it put me. I was hoping it'd only put me out for 4 weeks, but it put me out for up to 9 weeks. It's been a long, probably a struggle a bit, thrown straight back in because there's no team to play in to get match fit again. So just trying to get back into the swing of things.
Chris Feather, Gareth Ellis, you've both made quite a considerable contribution to this season's campaign. Chris?
Yeah, well, it's a lot to do with like playing. I didn't play a lot last year, and it's put me in this year, so I'm just trying to do my best and kick on for next year.
Well, let's sort it out! Come on! 3 for shape!
Gareth, you've been doing very well yourself, and you've contributed with a couple of tries this season as well.
Yeah, I've been enjoying it this season. It's the first real season where I've been in from the start. I've always been in the Alliance and had to work my way into the first team. Yeah, I've enjoyed it. It's a bit more responsibility on us this year to do more for the team.
Sorry, man.
Dan Rodgerson, Chief Executive, we just learnt in the last few hours about Nathan Wood left the club. Can you throw any light on it for us?
Yeah, Nathan spoke with directors on Wednesday this week. Rang one of our directors, said he wasn't happy at Wakefield Trinity and would like to leave the club. We asked Nathan to come in on the same day for a meeting. He said he couldn't make that. We then had meetings with him on Friday of this week. Nathan was offered enhanced contract for this year and for next year as well. He said he still couldn't accept that from Wakefield Trinity and he'd like to be released from his contract.
I mean, some of the other Wildcat players' names banded about as well, Diane. Ben Westwood, Jamie Field, to mention but a few. Is there any possibility that they may go?
What happens obviously in every season, players will be speculated at other clubs. Chris Feather's been spoken about, Gareth Ellis has been spoken about. Every player has a contract at Bellevue until the end of the season. I can confirm today that we have spoken with Ben Westwood, offered him a superb contract for the increase for this season and also for next year as well. Ben's going away to think about that.
Hit hard by Gareth Ellis. Eventually Neil Lowe completes the tackle. Lawless to a big gap. Being chased back by Frew. Hammond. It's on to David Woods and Woods scores. Clinch. Short little ball. And that's the second try. Lawless on to Dunneman. Dunneman to Clinch. Clinch further on to McMenemy. McMenemy running the angle. Looking for Halpenny, who's just got a walk in at this far side, this near side. And now offside. Will he go for the 2 points? No, David March is going to go for the try. Bounces off. Johnny Lawless is opposite number. The ball to Brad Davies. And Brad Davies! Under the post. Here Knott running at the defensive line. Moana. It's a long ball out to Davies. Davies out to Tassel. Chris Tassel! Chris Tassel in on 40 minutes. Dunneman, a clinch back to Dunneman. Dunneman running across the face of play. A straight pass on to Woods. Woods is still the gap. Through acting half, just a short side. Over the line, that's Damon Keating. Comes loose, play on, it's with Keating. Davis, that's a good ball to Tassel! Tassel! Chris Tassel in for his second try of the afternoon. Clinch just jinxed one way then the next, but he's spun round, can't get the ball away. McMenemy, a little jink through for Dunneman. Was Dunneman onside? The touch judge of a run through. Dunneman was onside. Davis, Jamie Field, Tries to hook the ball back up to Brad Davis. Goldspring picks a loose ball up, and that's McMenemy. He's going to score under the sticks.
score. Four men in the tackle, still on his feet. Fifth tackle on his own line. I think he's given it a try. Last tackle.
Sam got away with it. Davis onto Jamie Field. Good offload by Field. Beard runs upfield. Dion Bird. Great work by Bird, cut inside. Brilliant try. Gareth Ellis. How about that one? Beautiful. Great work by Dion Bird. Created the gap. What a player. First game for Wakefield. We want to see more of that, Dion. Brilliant. Finished off in great style by Gareth Ellis. Jacko and Beans again in the tackle. Salford guy offloaded to Marchie, but Marchie just couldn't quite grasp the ball. It's a break by Salford up the middle of the park. Offloads in the tackle. Get him, guys, get him. Get Hunty from scoring. Stop him, Fruey. Go on, Fruey. Great tackle by Frew, but he gets up. And the Salford player's going to go in for the try. Frew did as much as he possibly could there. And it's Salford who'll go in for the try. Does. Gareth Ellis tackle well, saw it coming. Vinacolo. He goes through him. Take him, oh Martin, take him. Looks like we've got a try for Bradford. The volcano erupts behind the post. And he's such a big guy, takes some stopping. Looking for the lives here tonight at Valley Parade. Got a point to prove. Price. To Paul, to Ratford, on to Vinecker, forward pass, surely, Paul, it's a Bradford try by Withers, but it looked a mile forward to me. The referee's going to give the try, and a little bit hard done by, I believe, there. Looked a bit forward to me. On to Davis, Moana. Finds Bird. Bird finds the gap. Go on, Dion. Dion Bird, what a chance. It's a great try, Martin Moana. There you go. How about that one, Bradford? Martin Moana, great backup play. Congratulated by Gareth Ellis. That man, Dion Bird, with a great interchange of play. Found the gap. Martin pats him on the head, and so he should. Bradford panicking. Marchie. It's the ball onto Brad. Brad onto Moana, the try scorer. Through comes in on the burst. Marchie onto Bird. Bird again causing all sorts of problems in the Bradford defence. Could do with it. Great pass. Go on. It's a great try by Tassel. Tassel, what a try. Vinacolo on his knees, and so he should be. Brilliant try by the Wakefield guys. Brad again. Onto Beans. Beans drives it in. Looked like he got an elbow off for Garner. Wakefield 10 metres out. Set move. Moana. Moana sees they got one man in. What a try! Martin Moana at his best. Bradford, no answer to that. World-class player scores a world-class try. On the 40-metre mark, Paul, where's the ball out? Tried to take the inside option again, but Tassel saw it coming. Forshaw finds the gap this time. We have to get back. Collar him, lads. Collar him. Just couldn't quite get there. Bradford score. Bob Connolly blows for the try. But Wakefield really up for it. Tackling well. Beans, Jacko, Jamie Field in the tackle. Paul could see the line. That's a try. That could be the winning try. McDermott gets rid of the ball. Not a good pass though, neither was that. But they still pick it up. Price with the ball. Offloads. Could be a try on. Hassan gets back, but not enough. The signals a try. Naylor with the try. Field in the tackle. Bradford on the go again. The Volcano. That's stopped. Bradford could be in for the last try here. Just finishes the game. And that Wakefield don't deserve that whatsoever. And if he'd have got through the gap, it'd have been a try, because he's the fastest man in Super League. With a wild pass onto Moana. We've got away with it. Look, Martin! In the goal! Moana! 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 What a try by Martin Moana! The Wildcats came away with the ball, got away with it, and Moana, no stopping him from that distance. Beautiful! And good kick by Brad. Marching in a hurry to get on with it. Feeds Brad onto Beans. Beans only goes one way, and that's forward. Marchie onto Jamie Field. Great pass. Go on, Dion! Go on, Dion! What a try! Jamie Field! Beautiful try! Dion Bird passed it on to Jamie Field, and Jamie Field scoots in for Wakefield Wildcats. Second try of the afternoon. Good work, guys. Eaton with the kick. Flies into the corner. Neil Law's got it. Has he? No, not at the moment. Could be a Goodness Vikings try. The referee gives it. The work rate up, guys. Carter. Onto Hughes. This could be a danger. Dion Bird's after him. I don't think he's going to catch him. He's going in at the corner. It's going to be a witness try. Renshie. Witness going up, flying up the wing. Could be a try. It's going to be a try for the Vikings again. And it's that man Spruce. And things are starting to go against us again. On the far side. The kick through, it could be a try. It is. And we don't deserve this at all. It's a witness try. We've had a long journey from down Wakefield. We've arrived in London. You're just putting the guys through a quick training session?
Yeah, just to get the stiffness out, and basically our final session that we normally have for Saturday morning.
Gets in on things, we wanted to stop him. Hetherington. Could be a try for the London Broncos. Hetherington goes in for the first try. And that's not what Wakefield need. Hetherington onto Moran. To Dimmock. Well, that's a good pass by Dimmock. That could be a try. Looks like it could be. Dennis Moran scoots in. Try number 2 for the Broncos, and you have to take your hat off to that. That's a good try. Beans in the tackle. And Tiger Amforth. Dennis Moran again on the inside. You'd have thought we'd have been up for that because they do the same one every time. Brad Davis helping out his defence. He's going to go short and he's in. That's a sloppy try to concede by Wakefield. That is totally sloppy.
Nigel Roy now in the dummy half position. Now
Moran again, little trickster, the scrum half.
He gets the ball away for
Gets the
Nigel
ball
Roy.
away.
It's dangerous. Gillette.
They'll kick to the corner, but Waz has got it covered surely.
Jackson's caught the ball. Can he get the ball down? He thrusts it back for Nigel Roy. Comes back for Hetherington.
And London Broncos, but Martin Moana, go on Martin, go on Martin, go, 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 go on Martin, beautiful try. Moana, and Moana doesn't like it. Don't get involved, Martin. Nice one. These big London forwards are starting to tire. Jamie Field. Oh, it's a good break by Jamie. Once again, where was the support? Marchie, good scoot. Go on, Marchie! Go on, son! Oh, yes! Beautiful! Super Brad at his best! What a try by the Wakefield team! And what a break! The guys are on fire! What Shane said to them! About 5 metres away. Paul Broadbent with that time onto Chris Feather, who's going forward. Go on, Chris! Yes! Surely! Yes, Chris Feather! What a try! The big guy does it for Wakefield, and London have gone. London Broncos have totally gone.
Gillette, wide for Moran. Good pick up from Moran.
Oh, could be trouble here on the far side. We've got to stop him. What a tackle by Martin Holland. Martin having a wow of a game this afternoon. We need to stop him. Could be a try. And London get in. Unfortunately, we didn't want that. And we just couldn't cope. He has done all afternoon. 5th and last, we need a big one. Davis who puts the high one up. And we need to put pressure on him. We've slipped it. We need to go in surely. Julian Rinaldi. Yes! What a try by Rinaldi! Oh, Julian Rinaldi at his best. The high kick by Brad Davis got the fumble off Sykes, and Julian Rinaldi scores his first try in Super League. Really coming into the tackles hard at the moment. Martin Holland fancying a scoot. Go on, Martin! Martin Holland's away! Go on, Martin! Yes! Oh, what did I say 5 minutes ago? Martin Holland, he deserves it. What a try! And he's got the man of the match, and the guys have done brilliantly. And I'm going to pan round to the Wakefield fans because they're going absolutely crazy on the terraces. Look at them, in their droves, they're going crazy. They've seen the bad times all season, and surely this has got to be a much needed win for Wakefield. And Dave March, we've got it! What a win! Brilliant win! Absolutely fantastic. The guys have run the blood to water. Look at them, they deserve everything. And that is an absolutely fantastic achievement by the Wakefield team. And the guys, well, they've dug deep. 18-0 down at half time, and we've come back in great style. And that's an absolutely fantastic performance. Shane McNally comes onto the field, and Shane now must be within a great chance of getting the Wakefield job. Paul Broadbent in the background, who's had a phenomenal game. Seemed to get a bit of a knock, but Paul run his blood to water, and that shows the camaraderie and team spirit that we've got down here at Wakefield. We've always had it. It's been there every season, week in, week out, in good times and bad times. But the guys have come good down here at Griffin Park. And they're enjoying it, and so they should. Dion Bird, Andrew Frew, Jamie Field. Massive games this afternoon. And that's great to see. What a fantastic win for the Wakefield lads this aft. Ian Knott, after his disappointment, I saw him put his head in his hands last week, and Ian fully deserves that. Chris Feather, who's had a big game. Absolutely tremendous performance. And these are the scenes that players will take with them. So from down here at Griffin Park, it's a miraculous, amazing victory for the Wakefield Trinity Wildcats. Well played, guys. Feeds Troy Slattery on to Chris Feather again, who's seen plenty of the ball early on. Marchie again. Marchie scoops. Score, Marchie! It's the first try! What a try for Wakefield! Ian Knott, who's been in scintillating form all season, gets the first try. Good early pressure by the Wildcats. Sees Moana. Good fieldage. On to Super Brad. Fits Chris Tassel. It's going to be in. Wazzers, surely. It goes in. Savata, boy, at his best. What a try. What a start. The crowd go wild. Back by Chris Feather. Horn. And it's an early chance for Crowther. And it looks like it's a try for Hull. And Crowther goes in for Hull's first try of the evening. Being keen at the tackle, that's what we all like to see. Marchie and Beans. And Wakefield not giving Hull much yardage. Straight on them. Jackson. Well, that's a break by Hull. Could be danger. But through should catch Coylove. They are forced to Gareth Rayner. It's going to be a Hull try. And that's unlucky by the guys. And Chris Feather in the tackle. Wakefield still a man down. Tony Smith sees the gap. Could be a try. It is. And Russell Smith gives the try. Chris Tassel on the ball. On to Wazza Sovataboa. Offloads to Brad. Brad offloads to big Chris Feather. Chris will take him with him. And surely this is Wakefield's turn for the pressure. Tiger Anforth! What a try! Pull that one out! And he's deserved that as Tiger. Given his chance by Shane McNally. And he pays dividends. And it's Horn's turn to throw the dummies. But he's collared. And we've got a Wakefield man down. A chance for Jackson, he's going to go through. That's the try. That could win the game for Hull. And that's unlucky. Hull come away with the try. Possibly. Jamie Field just collars his man eventually. Helped out by Marchie and Marty Moana. Tommy Marino sells the dummy. Goes through. Offloads. Saints try. I'm afraid we can't do much about that. Keep him there, guys. Bowlesy and Knott with the tackle. Sean Long kicks through. Could be another try. And it is. And that's a lot of luck. And we're coming under a bit of pressure again. The Saints just coming up to the 20 metres. And they're showing the ball somewhere. All sorts of tricks out there by Tommy. Paul Newlove. On to Anthony Stewart. Anthony Stewart scores. And once again, well, that's class. Tackle well by Brad Davis. Sean Long with the kick. Drifts forward. That's another try. Marchie onto Brad Davis, onto Beans. Beans on his own. Brad really trying to set something up at the moment. Kicks through to the corner. Oh, what a try, surely! What a fantastic try! The referee's going over to the touch judge, and I do hope Wass is alright. No, he's waved us off. Complete load of rubbish in my book.
Fight to avoid the drop. Salford at bottom, Wakefield one place above them. The trapdoor is creaking for someone. Shane McNally on the right of your screen in the hat and the walkie-talkie. He is the man in charge off the field, and there is Adrian Vowles. They brought him from Leeds to try and prop up their bid to stay. So they've been across this territory before. Baines stands there under pressure from Vowles, gets it away to Blakely! First try to Salford. Blakely behind the posts. It was created by the run.
Well, again, we see Salford going very high indeed, where no one's going for the legs.
Good hands. Andrew Frew is very quick, and he's too quick for Salford. Chris Feather built the foundations for that with the drive forward, and once they got the roll on, Salford had no answer to the pace of Andrew Frew. Alker's down.
Claims for the forward pass there. The crowd a bit incensed over that.
Slattery to March. Here's Adrian Vowles.
Get up and quickly.
That's a blood bin, Gareth Price. And Davis fancies a one-pointer.
And he's got it.
He has. Brad Davis gets the one-pointer that inches Wakefield ahead.
Important. We haven't seen many from both sides from that position.
Watson, that's a good ball. Here goes Malcolm Alker. Treacy wants it wide and gets it wide. This is Danny Arnold. He gets inside Sobotabua. And Arnold scores for Carl Harrison. Salford City Reds.
Take the ball and make the gap.
Vowles and Bird, both of those could have been called forward. The kick over the top. That's very, very good play from Frew. He's going to score. Well, he can't go. He can't go for forward passes. It was a very unkind bounce for the Salford defence.
Check the ground in, please.
Well, there's nothing. He's checking for the grounding, but there's nothing there. This is TRY. And I'm with you, Eddie. Maybe the first one wasn't too bad, but I thought the last one from Bird was definitely forward. Took the risk and it got the bounce. They hesitated and flicked it on.
He just fly hacks it forward.
Yep. I'm not so sure that Wainwright actually got fingertips to it to propel it backwards anyway. Nothing wrong with this. That's try time. And Mr. Frew, yet again, scored the first try for the Wildcats.
They're asking about the push in the back. I don't think there's anything in that.
No. Wainwright was very slow to drop onto that ball. He should have been snapping at it. And this is a good opportunist try. And the Wildcats. Whoa. I don't know how your nails are.
Well, one try in 15 games before today for Andrew Frew. 2 tries tonight. And Salford somehow survived the third tackle. There's still 3 to go for Wakefield. Dion Bird. Back to Davis. He wants the one-pointer. He'll take it. The referee's not sure whether it went across the top of the bar. Just wants Dave Campbell, the video referee, to make the decision for him.
Well, I think all the players realised that it did. And there it is. No problem. It surely held possession.
Dion Bird. Dion Bird again on the break. Now he's got support this time. He finds Davis, and Davis goes in for the try that will keep Wakefield above Salford at the foot of the table. And could, come the end of the season, send Carl Harrison down with the Salford City Reds to the Northern Ford Premiership. Alker waits. Blakely's hurt. Baines was the dummy runner. It's Holroyd. It's Alan Hunt. It's Danny Arnold. The lifeline appears. Second try for Arnold. They want to get the conversion taken quickly.
Jamie Field got it well. They're telling him to go back.
Watson to Alker. Alker. He's got Danny Arnold with him. It's Alker. Now it's Watson underneath the post, they say. Chances for a draw. Unbelievable. Unbelievable from Salford.
Never say die attitude, and full credit to them.
Back for a point. It's 22 all. 5 minutes to go. Shane McNally's men had the match in their hands at 22-12. Salford, with Arnold's try and Watson, came back from somewhere, and Allroyd added the extra goal. That means we have a share of the spoils here at the Willows, and I agree with Steve-O. These two sides deserve a point each.
Ball going across the Leeds line. Here's Wally, another ex-Wakefield man, Willie Poaching, and that's a good break. And first blood here to the Rhinos, and that's a good try to Ryan Sheridan. Further ahead, needs some good defence here from the Wildcats. Ben Walker to Keith Senior going for the line, Keith Senior, and it's all so easy. Oh, rarity, one against the head. Oh, there's another Leeds try. It looks like Danny Ward. The ball switched inside. Chances here for Wakefield to get the first points on the board. Dave March gives it to Brad Davis. Brad Davis to Adrian Vowles. Here comes Martin Holland. Davis moves the ball out. Martin Moana sees the break. Martin Moana's through, and that's a try. First points for the Wildcats, and that was a good try. Wayne MacDonald, no way through for him. Oh, and a little bit of fisticuffs there. Brad Davis and Wayne MacDonald, bit of a mismatch in size. And they're all in. Well, a good old-fashioned punch up there, nothing wrong with that. It is rugby league after all. Keith Senior runs at the defence, takes some hold and gets the ball out. Sheridan, and it looks like that's Sinfield going for the line, puts the ball inside to Jamie Jones Buchanan, and this time there's no mistake. Davis again looking to kick over to the corner. This time the pressure's on Calderwood. Oh, and that's well taken, and that's a try. That's a try. Looks like Andrew through. That's a try to the Wildcats, and well taken there by Andrew through. He rose above Mark Calderwood. Moana fends off one, gives the ball inside to Brad Davis. Turns it back inside to Martin Holland. Chances here for the Wildcats. That's good running from Martin Holland. Now they can wait for get the third try on the board. Would make it interesting if they could score here. Big Chris Feather. Is he there? Yes, the referee's nodding his head. That's a try. That is a try to the Wildcats, and Chris Feather, in typical fashion, has scored a few like that this season, Chris Feather. So Leeds now within 15 yards of the Wakefield line. The ball to Sinfield. Oh, and here's a try. Francis Cummins. Bad bit of tackling. The only bad bit of tackling this half from the Wildcats. What a tackle by Slats. Onto Orr. Could be a gap for Danny Orr. Martin Holland redeems himself here. Great tackle. And Castleford score their first try of the afternoon. How quick he is, don't we, Brad? Hudson. Is it? Oh, that's a sloppy try. Wells, who isn't the biggest of guys, goes in for the try, and we've got Michael Smith. Surely it's a penalty. Great chance for the lads. Brad Davis. On to Chris Tassel. And Chris Tassel's just tackled on the line. Drama down here, fifth and last. I could do it really. But Brad Davis kicks through. And a great chance, but Darren Rogers picks it up. Fifth and last. Hudson with the kick forward. And it's another Castleford try, and we was very, very slow to get back to that. And we're in big trouble now. Tackled by Gareth Ellis and Slats. Ryan Hudson feeds Danny Orr. Danny Orr's going to kick through. And Phil Hassan. Price gets his hat-trick. A wicket by Martin Holland. And it must be said, the tackling is absolutely atrocious at the moment. Going to be Danny Hall's try. Through and Marchie gets his first tackle, and the Widnes Vikings give it some air. We could have been problems here. Dion Bird misses a tackle, and Widnes bring the ball forward. Chance for Widnes. It's going to be Carter with the first try, and that is against the run of play, but it must be said, quite a good try by the Vikings, and we've surely got to turn the heat up and get a move on. Gareth Ellis swerves one way, goes the other. Textbook fashion by Ellis. Marchie looking round. Marchie plays the ball forward and to Brad. Brad gives it to Dion Bird. Dion Bird, surely! Yes, surely! What a try! And will he give it? He's consulting the touch judge, in goal touch judge. What a try by Dion Bird! Brilliant work by the Wildcats. Collins waiting in the wings, I believe. Brad Davis floors it wide to Chris Tassel. Chance for Frew. Yes! Andrew Frew! What strength, what speed! Magnificent try. What a try! Beautiful. Helped out by Jacko then. Daniel Frayne, the try scorer for the Vikings. And that could be a 40-20 attempt, but it's not going to go in. Could it be a try? Could be a lucky try for the Vikings over on the far side. So we need to really test this Vikings defence again. Brad with the kick. It's a 40-20 attempt. It needs to go in. But it holds in the field of play, and that's good. Good work, and we need to get on him quick. And Brad Davis, what a tackle! Brilliant work by the guys. Wow, brilliant by Brad and Tiger Amforth. It's Damon Keating. Gives it to Adrian Vowles. Gives it some air. It's going to be a breakaway try. And it's going to be a try by the Widnes player. And that's how desperately bad luck can you get. And that's shocking luck by the Wildcats. Still caught by the Vikings defence. Gareth Ellis this time, acting half-back. Gives it to Brad. Brad will kick, and we've done that move before, and it hasn't worked yet. Will it work this time? And it could be a try on the far side. And that is a little bit of luck if we've got one. The kick forward. Give it as Bob. Give it as Bob. Is Mr. Connolly going to give us the try? And he does! Knife on the line for the tackle. McCurry this time. We need to really stop him. He offloads it. We don't want that. Carter with the ball. Could be the match here. And that's the match to the Widnes Vikings. Okay, Adrian Vowles, we didn't get the spoils today. Any comments on that one?
Yeah, it was just fun. I thought the effort was absolutely fantastic, and yeah, defensively I thought we were outstanding, and a couple of probably bad errors. I know I threw an intercept, and obviously disappointed that, and a couple of little errors in the first half, and there's nothing that we can't fix for next week.
Brad Davis, your captain for this afternoon's game at the Halifax Blue Sox. Obviously, you're going to lead from the front, Brad.
Well, I don't know about leading from the front. You know, my own personal goal is to give 100%, like I try to do week in, week out, and hopefully, you know, we get the result.
Early season form, Brad. You picked up one or two injuries, and you weren't going so well. but the second half of the season you've come on really strong.
Yeah, I picked up a few early injuries. You know, I had a groin operation at the start of the year, and then I picked up a bad hip injury against Widnes, and probably, you know, at that stage I thought, oh, I hope it's not going to be a repeat of last season, but you know, I've managed to shake it off, and I feel personally that since I've been made skipper, you know, my form's picked up, and I've been pretty consistent throughout the season, and I'm just looking to take that into the final 2 games, which are probably, you know, our 2 biggest games of the year so far.
Richardson, it's been quite an eventful season down here at the Wildcats once more.
Yeah, it's getting around to that time of year again, isn't it?
Yourself and the rest of the fans behind you, good place, great send-up for this afternoon's game with Blue Sox.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows who was involved with the club how hard the lads have tried this year, and a few results haven't gone for us. Teams who might have an extra point are safe already, but then again, if you're chasing the rainbow, you know, you're forced to have a few showers.
What a player! Always takes 3 to take Chris down. Brad again is going to kick. Brad kicks to the corner. We're underneath it. Through is in for it. Through it! Yes! Surely! Andrew through. What a take! Marchie again. On to Paul Jackson. Jacko's got a steam on here. And we're inches from the line. We could do it. Marchie throws the dummy. Yes! Marchie special! What a try! Waves the finger. And Marchie, what a player. Pressure again, Dion Bird. On to Brad Davis. Brad Davis offloads to Chris Ferris, surely! Ooh, he's just got round the ankles by McMenemy. Dion Bird again. On to Brad Davis. Brad's going to kick down to this wing again, and we are favourites. Andrew through. Yes! Oh, we're having a birthday! Oh, beautiful! Andrew through. He's taking the mickey out of the guy. Which is Jamie Bloom. Very much a dangerous player as well. Doonerman kicks forward. Oh, that's a mistake. And Halifax Blue Sox get the first try, and we don't want mistakes like that. Davidson gets the points for Blue Sox. Let's hope we can keep him out. To Davidson again, could be in for his second, but he's stopped well by Beans. Gareth Ellis and Marchie. Oh, that's going to be another try. The marking was poor, it has to be said. Marchie finally cleans up and gives it to Brad, and Brad kicks forward. And they pinpointed the defender again. Oh, Chris Tassel! Surely it's a try. And what will Kirkpatrick give? And he's gave it to the Blue Sox. I feel capable of taking the spoils this afternoon. Very much an even game this afternoon. Doonerman. That looked like a forward pass. And the referee's wave play on. Would you credit that? I can't believe it. And that's the look of the draw in my book. So trouble times for the Wildcats at the moment. All to do. Doonerman with the kick. 8 points behind at the moment, and really now we're relying on Salford losing to Castleford. And I just feel sorry for the thousands of Wakefield fans that's turned up behind the sticks you're looking at. Full house down here at Wakefield this afternoon. It's Wakefield Trinity Wildcats versus Warrington Wolves. And you don't need me to tell you the importance of this game, it's absolutely massive. So Brad Davis leads his Chargers out on the final game of this season. Warrington Wolves come out, led out by ex-Wakefield player Nathan Wood, who I'm sure the fans will give a very vociferous reception to. But Wildcats still on the prowl. Paul Jackson. March on to Brad. Brad throws one out. Eddie Bowles! Well done, Eddie Bowles! Look at the smile! The smile says it all. Early points for Valsey. Early points for Wildcats. Marchy again, he's up for it, as they all are. Brad Davis, jinx again. Gets rid of the ball. Not the best offload from Brad, but we've still got the ball. Jamie Field! What a try! Oh, he's on fire! We're on fire, aren't we? Tackled. Lee Penny laying on. Andrew through. Brad Davis. Tiger on first! Oh, to Brad Davis! What a try! Super Brad at his best. But the pass from Tiger Anforth, 100% quality! Adrian Vowles a little bit slow to get downside of him. March this time, goes sideways, looks for the gap! Offloads it to Brad! Brad rolling back the ears! Offloads it this time! Gareth Ellis! Off he goes! Andrew Free! We're on fire! Oh, it's brilliant! Absolutely stunning try by the Wildcats. Stood up well there in the tackle, helped out by Jacko. This time they'll play on the offside. Sells the dummy, could be problems here for the Wildcats. It's a try for the Warrington Wolves. And it's the first try of the afternoon for Warrington. So Tiger Anforth to Brad. Brad kicks forward early. Adrian Vowles. Surely a try. Oh! And Vowles at far side. This time Marcher gives it to Brad. Brad dinks forward. It bounces wickedly. Paul Broadbent, surely! No, he didn't get it. So it's Brad Davis with the scrum. Gives it to Andrew Frew. Gives it to Vowles! What a try! Adrian Vowles at his best. Come on, Vowlesy, mate. Keep him coming. Look at the smile on Vowles. He's liking it. But Adrian Vowles just waiting in the wings. Tiger Anforth eager to get the ball rolling. Paul Broadbent. Tiger Anforth again. Could be trouble here for Warrington. Yeah! Chris Tassel throws the ball in the air. What a try for the Wildcats. No messing. I knew when the ball went out like a bullet to the far wing. Chris Tassel. Tiger Anforth. Beans is the dummy runner. Gives it to Jamie Field. Tiger Anforth again onto Troy Slats. Slats throws the dummy. Elects to go straight. Gets good yardage again. Leading from the front is Slats is aft. Brad Davis onto Damon Keating. Makes the break. Onto Brad Davis. What a try! Good afternoon, Warrington. You've come to Belleville and you get hammered. And that's just what we want. Well moved by Wakefield. Tiger Anforth again. Jamie Field going hunting for his second try of the afternoon. Andrew Frew. On to Brad Davis. Brad Davis! Just... Yeah! What a try! What power! What strength! What technique! Brad Davis goes in for another try. Look at Nathan Wood, hand on hips. And a fantastic try by Brad. Nathan Wood offloads it. Oh, what another crunching tackle. Ian Knott this time. Ian Knott's going in. And just stopped inches short of the line. Andrew through. Has he scored? Knock on by Fruey.
Getting knocked down.
And it could have been a Warrington try. Warrington going for the score. It doesn't really matter. Going for the second try of the afternoon for the Warrington Wolves. Paul Broadbent is wanting a try. He's Beans. I can see it. Tiger this time onto Brad. Brad gives it. Adrian Ball! What a hat trick by Ballsy! Quality, quality, quality! Stamped all over that one. Takes the tackle, twist, turns, goes to ground. Brad wanting to get it on, gone again. Tiger Anforth onto Marchie! Marchie onto Brad Davis! Offloads it to Chris Feather! Come on, you beauty! Rolls Royce Rugby by Wakefield Trinity Wildcats. Just seconds remaining of the game this afternoon. The Wildcats get the big 5-0 up on the board. And that's the final hooter. What's been an absolutely incredible afternoon. And the Wildcats don't know whether to celebrate or commiserate at the moment because we're unsure of the score from Salford. But all we can say is well done, guys. You've played absolutely fantastic this afternoon. Every player's giving 100% as he has all season. And the fans go onto the pitch to salute their heroes.
If you can find people to field, please, there's 6 minutes remaining at the Willows, ladies and gentlemen. There's 6 minutes remaining.
So as you can hear over the tannoy, there's 6 minutes remaining at the Willows.
Beating Salford 13-10. Just scored again. He's on his own as well. Wakefield, Wakefield, BBC Radio 8. Sky Sports, we are Football. Shane, just let me say, we do not want to go through this next year, mate. Thank you very much, Steve. All right, he's moving on also. Thanks, Paul, and to each and everybody at Lady fans. And we are simply the best, all right?
Shane McNally, it's been quite a season. You look a bit more relaxed than you were probably this time last week.
Yeah, well, I do, and the last result obviously relieved all the pressure, and was a great relief not only for me but for the club and the players.
What are the personal highs for Shane McNally?
Well, I think probably the London game. I think being down 18-0 against a side of that quality and on their home turf, and then to be able to turn that around and come back and win the game quite well. I think it was 31 points to 6 in the second half, so it was a tremendous effort from the guys, and all things considered, not many teams travel to London and come away with the win, and to be down 18-0 at half time and come back was just fantastic. And I think the atmosphere created by our fans there that day was just something special, and it was actually one of the reasons why I was so keen to come back to this country when I toured in '83. I thought the fans were magnificent, and the Wakefield fans haven't let me down there. So that'd be a high. And obviously last Sunday when we were able to beat Warrington so well under so much pressure, and then the result of the Castleford-Salford game going our way, obviously that was probably more of a relief than the elation feeling I had. But that would have been the high. I guess the low. I think the low of the season for me was Peter Rowe going. I think it was disappointing for that to occur.
Finally, Shane, we must talk about the Wakefield Trinity Wildcats fans. They've stuck with you this season, as they always have done, through thick and thin, through bad times, through good times. Any messages for them, Shane?
Just to keep the faith and support the team again next year. And we're working very hard, and we'll continue to work hard to get the team up where they belong, which is at the top end of the competition. And just wish that they all have a Merry Christmas and a safe New Year. And we'll see them down here at Bellevue early on in 2003.